Sell Your Car UK is back and delighted to offer for sale this lovely little VW Polo. It's a 1.2 64 brake horsepower S, first registered at the end of January in 2007, coming on a 56 plate. It's currently on its third keeper and has done just over 44,250 miles. That or thereabouts at time of filming. Now, it's a factory standard car coming in diamond black with an anthracite interior, which is the multicoloured interior, which I'll show you in due course. It's got alloy wheels as standard, front fog lights, electric windows in the front, air conditioning, electric mirrors, CD player, and this car has also been fitted with an aftermarket Bluetooth kit from Parrot. Now, as we go around the car, you'll see that there are some little marks on the car. It's a privately owned vehicle and it's being sold exclusively using the services here at Sell Your Car UK. So do expect to find some marks. I'll show you as much as I can in this video, save you the time of coming down to see it if it's not right for you. And indeed, if you do come down to see it, there'll be no nasty surprises. So as we come around the car, let's get up close and personal with the exterior just to show you exactly what it is you're coming down to see. So we'll start on the bonnet. That is a fly. Get out of here, fly. You can see it walking away. It's not a scratch or anything, but there are some little stone chips on the bonnet, which I'll do my best. Hello, you can see me. I'll do my best to get out of the shot and show you those little marks. They are very faint. I'm just trying to pick them up. There you go. You can see that one straight away. A couple more. It's only done 44,000 miles, but for a car of this age, I think you can expect to find some little marks around it, and indeed the bonnet in that respect does not disappoint. So I'm just showing you those, but obviously when you stand back from the car, those do really vanish. Now, on the bumper there are some scuffs, and I'll show you all of them as best as I can. Everything from the very minor down here like so. Believe me, they do look worse on camera, and of course if I wasn't pointing them out to you, you'd probably miss most of them, but I want to show you them all just so that you can see exactly what the condition of this car is in. There are those low level fog lights on the front. It's also on a 56 plate got those very stylish new headlights all in one piece, rather than the round lights of the previous year. Very cool little VW badge there in the middle of the lights. Nice little touch. Now, as we come around to this side of the car, just to show you here, a bit of a nasty scuff on this corner and up here as well. Now, this can be rectified quite easily. It will need a repair and a respray, but you're probably looking, well, through us here at Sell Your Car UK, you'd be looking at about £150 to get that done. Just for this corner. If you wanted the whole bumper done, you'd be looking at more like £250, and that includes blending it into the wing for a perfect match. There's another little scuff just here as well, which you can see there, but of course it's probably best just to leave these marks as they are. The car has got a few on it, so where do you stop and where do you start with a car that's got these marks? One thing you could do perhaps if you wanted to is get the alloy wheels refurbished. £45 a wheel is what we charge. Now, the seller's not doing any of these things purely because they're getting a new car, and we've just reflected the condition in the price. If they were to spend the money, we'd have a lovely looking car, but we'd also have a bit more of an expensive one. So I'm just showing you those marks there. Mechanically, the car is absolutely lovely. In fact, this is a brand new tyre virtually, and there's lots of life left in it. It's only done about 1,000 miles since its last MOT as well, which was in August of 2015. Again, just showing you all the little nicks and nooks. I'm being very fussy, but I don't want to waste anyone's time, including my own, which is why I'm showing you all of the marks in this video. So just to show you here, little scrape just going along this piece of trim here. Again, all of these marks, they're very cosmetic, nothing structural, nothing where rust is coming through. It's just unfortunate marks that you tend to find on a car of this age, especially one that's had its home for so long in London. This little chip here has a little dent in it. You can see that just rippling away. You can see the way the light bends around it. That's probably been caused by somebody opening a door into it. You can just see that bouncing around there. That gives you an idea of just how small that is. In fact, all of these marks do tend to really vanish as you step back from the car, but obviously I just want to make sure you are aware of them. So let's carry on round this side here on the passenger side. Another little mark there. And again, all four wheels have been very heavily curbed. They can be repaired though very easily. It's just a matter of spending the money. Lots of life left on these tyres as well. The front discs, sorry, I'll say that again, the front brakes are discs and pads, and there's lots of life left in them. The rear discs are drum brakes, and again, lots of life. As we come around the back now, there's no parking sensors, which is a shame. Probably could have done with them because there are some little marks here on the bumper. Just trying to show you all of them. But again, they're very small, so if I step back, you get an idea really of the scale of those. Coming around the tailgate, there's no dents as such. It's all purely cosmetic. Just needs a simple repair or respray. Again, you're looking at £150 for a corner of a bumper, £250 for a whole bumper. This side here is very clean. One thing there is to notice though on this side as I come around the back, and it's very easy to fix, it's just not going to get done, at least not before we sell the car, but if you want the car and you want it done, then we can certainly get it done for you. You're probably wondering what I'm showing you because it's not showing up that well in the camera. So I'm going to get up close here and you can just start to see all these little white dots appear. Now those are not stone chips. That is in fact, and it's such a common occurrence, it's ridiculous. You'd think people would have learnt by now. It is in fact paint. It's been caused most likely by a neighbour having the front of their house decorated and not bothering to tell their neighbours that they're doing so and giving them fair warning to move their cars off of the driveway or out of the way in front of their house. And as you see here, it just results in little flecks of paint landing on the car. Now there is a way of getting this off, and that way is not T-cut, contrary to popular belief. It actually needs what's called a machine polish or a mop. It's not a cheap thing to do. You're looking at probably about £100–120 to do a car of this size, and it wouldn't just do this one panel, they would do the whole car. You wouldn't call somebody out to do a mop or take it to a body shop just for them to mop one panel. So the whole car would get done, and in doing so you'd actually find it would get rid of a lot of these little marks as well. So here we can see a couple of faint scratches on the car, not very deep, and those will come out with a mop as well. Likewise, any little ones like this. It won't get rid of the dents and dings and the scrapes and the scuffs and where paint has come away, but where there are minor scratches, it will take care of that. Other than those little paint flecks, which are very easy to sort out, it's just a question of throwing some money at it. This side of the car is actually very, very clean. There's no big dents. In fact, there's no little dings either where people have opened their door into this one. There's some scratches here on the door handle, just wiping away some polish. You can see that there. That's pretty typical, people opening their car door and fingernails scratching the paint over time. And as we come along here, now there is a small mark just here, very faint. That should come out with a machine polish as well. So if you are going to get this side of the car done, or indeed the whole car done, then that's nothing to worry about. But really, again, even those tiny little paint spots, you got to know they're there really to see them, and as you step back from the car, they just vanish. Now we're going to finish our journey along this side just by looking at the wheels, which exactly the same as the other side, have got a lot of curbing damage to them. Also what's called pitting, where brake dust over time has eroded away the paint. Again though, great tyres and lots of life left in the brakes. I'll show you the front wheel as well. Again, no surprises here. Also curbed up, lots of scuffs. And tyres, again, very good, lots of life left in them. I'll just show you the disc. It's a bit hard to see and really you want to see both sides, but just to show you here, very nice and clean discs on both sides. On the front wing here, very tidy, no scratches, no scrapes, no dents. All in all, very, very nice. Now there is, I'm being fussy, but I want to show you there is a dent on this door, which I'm not sure is actually showing up very well in the camera. It's just down here. And we can see, there you go, you can just see how the light bends around that little mark there. And now there's no paint damage here, so it's not actually the most difficult fix. You might not even need to take the door card off, or indeed the door off, to do it. A good paint repairer, sorry, a dent repairer could fix that in no time at all, should you want to. But the car is coming as you see it in this video. And I just want to make you aware of that. So we've reduced the price accordingly, but all of these bits of work can be done should you require it. Now, as I open up the car here, you can see an interior that is in lovely condition. It's a standard interior, except for the fact that these seats, both driver and passenger side, have this little handle here, which means that they are height adjustable. Now, that is an option that was ticked when the car was originally built. It's got what's called the anthracite interior, which, as you can see here, means that it's a grey interior with this very cool red, green, orange and blue striped pattern going along on the seats. It's in good condition. There are some marks on the seats. I nearly said the leather there, but it's to be expected, I think, of a car of this age with the mileage. But no wear in terms of tear, and the car's never been smoked in either. So in that respect as well, or carried any pets, it's a very tidy interior indeed. It's coming with floor mats throughout. Ignore the little marks there. That's just from my wet feet on this day that I've taken the video. But the mats are actually very clean. You've also got here, as part of the S-Spec, electrically operated wing mirrors, and that little symbol in the middle just stands for heated, so those are heated wing mirrors. You've also got electric windows for the front, central locking. Here's your controls for your lights. Now with the central locking, it's not remote central locking. The keys are pretty basic. There may be two, but we're saying it's only got one at the moment, and this is the key for it. Pretty standard stuff. Now I'm going to jump in the car, because in the car I want to show you and demonstrate that the car is running absolutely lovely. I'm going to take the key, pop it in the ignition, give it a turn. You'll see it starts with no problems whatsoever. All of those warning lights go off. The only one that's staying on is this one saying the handbrake is on. I'm not going to take that off in this video. We're not going to drive the car in this video. That's for you to do in the test drive. By all means, get in touch. Just showing you here the mileage, 44,257 at the time of this filming. And again, as I say, no warning lights on the dash. It's in great mechanical condition, this car. I'll come through the service history in due course, if you stay tuned. Now also in the car, I did say it before, it's got a Parrot Bluetooth phone. This is a hands-free kit which works by Bluetooth with your phone, connects to nearly every phone on the market, so you can save yourself getting 3 points for using your phone in the car. Down here, we move our way down here. This is your heated rear screen button, and then we've got underneath that your CD player, which does as well say MP3 as well. Now that just means it plays MP3 CDs. There's no connectivity to an iPod. There's no auxiliary in this car. Now as we come down, we can see it's got the air conditioning here, this little AC button, and the air conditioning is working absolutely lovely. It's what they call climatic at VW, but it is working lovely. It gets very, very cold in an instant, so you won't need to worry about regassing the air conditioning. It's a 5-speed manual gearbox, which is working absolutely lovely. The clutch is good as well. It came with a smoking pack, but there is no cigarette lighter. In the glove compartment, a little bit of space. You can see that, very clean and very tidy. No moisture build-up, nothing under the carpets. It's very, very clean inside. As I think you'd expect for a 44,000 mile car. Could probably do with a steam clean or a shampoo to get it looking as good as new, but really, why bother? It's lovely in here. I'm going to turn the engine off because we don't need that on anymore. And I think I've covered pretty much everything inside the car here. What I want to do though is just pop into the back, just to show you the back seats as well. So here we have them, and again we've got floor mats throughout and this anthracite interior, and you've also got in the back here Isofix points as well, so should you want to plug your children in. And you've also got 3 headrests and 3 by 3-point seat belts as well, so very safe if you want to carry 3 passengers in the back. Wind down windows, floor mats, plenty of space. It's a lovely little car. Okay, I'm now going to come around to the boot, because in true Sell Your Car UK style, in the boot we have all the relevant paperwork and information regarding the car. So the first thing just to show you is we've got the logbook for it, which shows 2 former keepers. We're not going to go through all the names and addresses for data protection, and if you want to see this document or get any of the details for an HPI check, then please ask. We've got an MOT history as well. We're actually in the process of getting a duplicate MOT certificate for the latest MOT that was done in August 2015. There were no advisories on that. We'd know that because it would appear here. And this is the vehicle MOT history done by gov.uk. And you can see the website just down here. So this is all legit. And it's for the VW Polo LM56 FFR, which is the number plate of the car, should you want to again do a check. We just cover the plates up in this video, but there's no reason why we need to on this part of the video. So here we've got the MOT done at 42,928, and at the same time that that was done, it was also serviced. So if we come over here to the service book, on its 6th service, and that was done on the 18th of August 2015, just before it went in for an MOT, and again at 42,928. It was all done by the Hurricane MOT Limited in Mill Hill in North London, and this included in this service an oil change with long life engine oil, and over here we can see as well it had spark plugs done, and a fuel filter, and an air filter, and a pollen filter as well. So that is a major service that was carried out on this car, and that was done in August 2015, and it's worth pointing out it was done about 1,000 miles ago. The next service you'd need on this car in August 2016 would most likely just be an oil change. Now as we go back through here, we can see that it's had a full service as well the year before, done in August 2014 at 36,000 and change, and that also included spark plugs, air filters and fuel filter, but not the pollen filter. And then we can see here as well a service done that, again, major service. So this car has been really, really well looked after. That was done in 2011, in July 2011. A long life service should be every 2 years, or 12,500 miles on this occasion, though it's serviced when it requires it, and it is serviced thoroughly. The VW services, of course, are minor ones where all they've done is an oil change. 2010, May 2009, although they did change the pollen filter on this occasion. It's very nice of them, isn't it? And in April 2008, where it just had an oil change. This is why I personally recommend going to a good garage rather than a main dealer, but that's entirely up to you. So the last services have been done that are major services, so really the next service is just going to need an oil change. You're going to get the full MOT history, but if you want to get it yourself online, all you need to do is give us a call here and I'll happily give you the information you need. This is the full handbook here with all the instructions that you need for the car, and as well as that there's also the instructions for the hands-free kit. All comes in this neat little Filofax, is what that was called back in the day. Now I'm going to move all of this out of the way here, and I'm just going to show you, if I lift up here, we can see the spare wheel in the car. All the tyre pressures have been checked. It's also coming with a full toolkit, including the wheel brace, towing eye, locking wheel nut, even this little clip here to get the caps off of the bolts on the alloy wheels, and of course it's coming with the jack. Just to show you as well, while we're here, in clean condition, no evidence of rust or water ingress into the boot. It's really, really lovely. You've also got the paint codes and all the information just there, the sticker still on the car. Also coming with the car is half a bottle of this oil, not very useful, but nevertheless it's coming with it. One thing I want to show you in the boot here, while we've got this all open, is this parcel shelf. Now, specifically these clips. So it should have clips like this that go into those little ingresses there. Unfortunately, the one over on this side has broken off, as you can see, so it's kind of jangling around over there. It still works. The parcel shelf still hangs perfectly and indeed shuts when you close the boot. And as you can see, oh, you can see me, hello. I'm going to try and show you there, and I'll show you that in due course as well. Just showing you here how it's closed, and if we open up the parcel shelf, see it lifts out the way as well. Now I'm going to just disconnect these from up here because I do want to show you what I just showed you briefly through the window as well. Also on the parcel shelf, unfortunately, there is this staining going on here. Now this is actually burnt in, it's glue from a glue stick from a children's, well, basically the owner of this vehicle is a teacher, and this is one of her many things that she enjoys doing with the children, which is gluing stuff. And unfortunately she left a glue stick on this in the heat of the summer's sun, and that melted through the rear window. You can't make these stories up, let me tell you, and it's just left this rather nasty bit of burning going on here. Nothing can be done about it. Why would you even bother is the other question I've got, but I do want to show you so there's no surprises. I'm going to shut that there. I think that is pretty much everything. It's got, as I say, an MOT until August. It was serviced in August with a major service. It's got those marks on the car, the paint flecks, the alloy wheels that are curbed, but it's also got air conditioning, electric windows, electric mirrors, front fog lights, CD player, and that Parrot Bluetooth kit as well. So there we have it, an absolutely lovely little VW Polo 1.2S, 64 brake horsepower, currently on its third keeper and on 44,257 miles as it sits here today in this video. But there is only one place to get it, and we can also give you a warranty with it should you want one, and that is exclusively through SellYourCarUK. Thanks for watching.